Hi folks, welcome back to the Cincinnati Razorback Room in another episode of Star Power Baseball, the Rulebook. This will be episode 7, and in this episode we're going to start digging in a little bit. We're going to start digging into that rulebook, and we're going to start talking about the basic game. Not the quick game, the basic game. And let's get the business end of this right out of the way. Guys, please subscribe to our channel. We appreciate that. The more subscribers we get, the better we do. Also, like this video. We sure would appreciate that. That out of the way, I can get that done. Next, guys, it's the new year. It's 2024. Star Power Baseball is in for some major cool stuff. New cards are coming out. New sets are coming out. The podcast is out there. All that good stuff is going on. Star Power Cast is the name of our podcast. You can pick it up on iTunes, Spotify, anywhere you get your podcasts. We're there. Also, our Facebook page. Get on our Facebook page, Star Power Baseball. Make some comments, join up. We want you to have some fun, get involved with the game. We will not have a new game board design for 2024, but I'm working on the new design for 2025. So we'll have an updated version of the game board for Star Power Baseball. The rule book is out now. It's complete. It is up to date, current, so you can buy it. It's $25. Email me at warhammerworld@hotmail.com. Enough business crap, okay? Let's shrink me down to the little man size down here in the corner. That's where I go. And let's get the rule book queued up here. And you guys, we're going to start on page 17 today, working on the basic game, okay? So stay with me. The quick game that we just went over in the last video is spin the pitcher, spin the batter, nothing happens, nothing involved. The basic game is very similar to that. You're still not going to use strategy cards in the basic game. Don't use the ground ball, don't use the fly ball, don't steal bases. You're not there yet. You'll get there soon. But in the basic game, what we're going to do is introduce you to what makes Star Power Baseball the greatest tabletop baseball game ever in the history of tabletop baseball games. Guys, I've played a lot of the games, and I've been playing spinner baseball, dice baseball since I was 8 years old. Star Power Baseball is a game that is better than any of them for this reason. You get to change the odds at certain times. You actually become a player in Star Power Baseball instead of just a lineup shuffler. You're not just taking cards and shuffling lineups and saying, oh, that's a 34. Oh, the pitcher gets... No. The cards have pictures, they come to life, and now you get to get involved. How do you get involved? The basic game, you're going to use the same rules as the quick game as far as moving base runners and advancing base runners and all that stuff. However, we're going to add in respins. Yes, respins. On every pitching and batting card, there's a notation to how many respins that they get. There are 2 kinds of respins, and we're going to get into that in depth. Just know that you're going to be able to use respins using the basic game, okay? You're also not going to use this little deal here, the quick game batting key and the quick game pitching key. You're going to use the master pitching key and the master batting key. We're going to do a video on both of those coming up very soon, okay? You're also going to use the 3 cards. Yeah, with the 3, wherever you spin it, and then the result comes up 3, and it says, what just happened? And you'll use the 3 cards, and you'll find out what just happened. So there you go there. You can keep track of batter respins on a scorecard or a piece of paper. That's fine. Your pitching respins, there's a space on your game board that says respins for your pitcher. Put a dice in there to keep track of how many that they've got left. That's simple. Okay, we'll get into the rules of the respin a little bit later on, and that's going to be the basic game. Okay, now that said, let's talk about what I said changes the entire landscape of tabletop baseball games, and that is Star Power Baseball, back about 12, 15 years ago, invented the respin. We invented it. We invented it because of one basic player, and that was Lefty Grove. His card, and I'll pull it up here, man. Lefty Grove's card is basically an average card. His card is on the front. Let me pull him up here. Hall of Fame. Get back there. Get out of that. Mechanical Baseball Hall of Fame. Fronts. Grove. All right, there you go. There's a Lefty Grove card. All right. Small K, small F, small G. Nothing spectacular really jumps out at you about that Lefty Grove card until we go to the back of that card. And on the back of that card, it all changes because he's an 8-inning pitcher with 4 respins. That makes Lefty Grove nasty. Okay? Let's just go right back here to Lefty Grove, and you can see he's got a minus home run. If I don't use his respin for anything else during the game, all I use it to do is take away the home run of the batter. I spin a B on Lefty Grove. The batter spins a 1, that's a home run. Lefty Grove has respins left, and Lefty says, not so fast. Okay? That's what I'm saying. The respins were invented for that reason. Okay? Lefty Grove is our guy. The reason for the respins. Let's talk about the 2 types of respins, and then this episode's going to be over with. Because if I go into too much, we get into more of the basic game. All right. You've seen the pitching cards, you've seen the batting cards, and let's talk about mechanical respins, all right? Let me pull up the pitching card that I want to use right here. A mechanical respin is a respin that is built in. It is built in to the card. Okay? A W with a line over the top. If the batter walks, respin the batter. That's a mechanical respin. An H with the line over the top. If the batter gets a base hit of any type, single, double, triple, home run, respin the batter. Those are mechanical respins. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice on those. Those are respins that are built into the pitching card. Those are called mechanical respins, all right? Very simple, and we'll learn about those when we get into the batting key. All right, the next type of respin, which is the one that you get to use, is called the player respin. Look at Pedro Martinez's card right here. Let me make him a little smaller here. Pull him over here. Pedro Martinez has +4 respins. +4 respins. Those are mechanical respins that he gets to use at your discretion. You decide when to use those respins. And he can use those respins to respin his card, and he can use those respins to make the batter respin his card. That's right. Those are called player respins. Batters also have player respins. Let's pull up a batter here. Let's pull up Hannes Wagner. Old Hannes here. He's got 2 respins. That's the max for a batter. By the way, 4 respins for a pitcher is the max that a pitcher can have. 2 respins for a batter is the max that they can have. And Hannes Wagner right here, he gets plus 2 respins. He can either respin his own card or he can make the pitcher respin his card, as long as we follow the rules of the respin, which will be the next video. Okay? Now let's look at what this says here in the rule book. Player respins are those that are indicated on the information section of either a position player or a pitcher. Player respins are used by you. You get to determine when and if a player respin will be used. You may use a player respin to do one of 2 things. With certain exceptions, you may respin the result on the card that you just spun. With certain exceptions, you may require your opponent to respin his result. Player respins may be used at any time during the game if that player is involved in the current play. Keep track of how many respins that you've used for each player so that you don't exceed your max. One thing that would be bad is to have a plus 2 like Hannes Wagner and give him a 3rd respin. You don't want to do that. So that's going to wrap it up for us here on the basic game. Let me get back here, make myself big again. I like being big every now and then. That's going to wrap it up for us on the basic game today. The difference being we now are going to add the respins and we're going to use the master batting and pitching key. Next video, we're going to talk about the rules of the respin, and then the following video, we're going to talk about the master pitching and then the master batting key of all those things. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like our channel. Email me if you have questions or if you want to make a purchase. warhammerworld@hotmail.com. Glad to hear from you. Glad to answer any questions. My name's Dennis. I'm in the Cincinnati Razorback room, and I'm available to you a whole lot. All you got to do is get in touch with me. Until next time, keep spinning those baseball games, because remember, dice are nice, but the spin is in. We'll see you next time on Star Power Baseball.